This is Ricky Jay for Jay's Journal. I've been squirreling away books, prints, playbills, posters, and ephemera with some serious intent for more than a quarter of a century. The major areas in which I specialize are conjuring, deception, unusual entertainments, and remarkable characters. The subgenres can be as idiosyncratic as dictionaries of underworld slang, prints of pickpockets, and the literature of sagacious animals. When I look back over my accumulations, nothing gives me more pleasure than the pieces I have obtained on Matthew Buchinger, the Little Man of Nuremberg. Born in Germany in 1674, Buchinger played a multitude of musical instruments, danced the hornpipe, exhibited trick bowling shots, demonstrated skill at dice and cards, was an expert in sleight of hand, and a master calligrapher. All this in spite of the substantial handicap of a 28-inch frame, lacking arms, legs, thighs, and hands. I've been a bit obsessive and tremendously fortunate in assembling a large collection of materials by Mr. Buchinger and other armless calligraphers. Now I'm going to confess that I collect something odd. I have conscientiously accumulated memorabilia on Nathaniel Bentley, a late 18th century hardware store proprietor. Mr. Bentley is an oft-chronicled figure in a category of literature called remarkable characters. Beginning in the latter half of the 18th century, prints of these characters were passionately collected, and compilations of these prints were frequently published. Among the glorious personalities immortalized were Martha Davis, the Horned Woman, Thomas Parr, the 162-year-old, very old man, Moll Cutpurse, the cross-dressing, pickpocketing prostitute, and the aforementioned Matthew Buchinger. Why, you must be pondering, would a proprietor of a hardware store be included among such singular attractions? Bentley was a wealthy, well-educated, and well-respected owner of a housewares emporium in the heart of London. So concerned was he with matters of fashion and style that his hair was dressed by a court perruquier, and he was known as the Beau of Leadenhall Street. An eminently eligible bachelor, he broke many a heart when he announced his engagement. When his fiancée died suddenly, however, he was so bereft, so unassuaged in his grief, that he became a major proponent of the "oh, what's the use" philosophy of life. From the date of his woman's unfortunate demise, he never once cleaned his shop or his home again. When a friend chided him for his less than scrupulous personal habits, he replied, "It is of no use. If I wash my hands today, they will be dirty tomorrow." This behavior generated a peculiar fame. Nathaniel Bentley became known as Dirty Dick, the Dirty Warehouseman of Leadenhall Street. In the 40 years in which he refrained from dusting and dousing, he became the subject of gossip, chapbooks, poems, and engravings. He is included in almost every major compilation of remarkable characters. I have secured numerous prints and publications chronicling his fame. Perhaps none are more unlikely prizes for the collector than the poem authored about Dirty Dick by the respected Victorian poet William Allingham, and published in an ephemeral pamphlet advertising a London wine shop. Fortunately, Mr. Allingham's reputation does not rest on the two verses with which I will conclude our chat. In a dirty old house lives a dirty old man. Soap towels or brushes were not in his plan. For 40 long years, as the neighbors declared, his house never once had been cleaned or repaired. The old man has played out his part in the scene. Wherever he now is, let's hope he's more clean. Yet give we a thought, free of scoffing or ban, to that dirty old house and that dirty old man. I'm Ricky Jay for Jay's Journal on KCRW.